over the last year, I've been investing in a number of different stocks that focus on crypto. And my favorite stock in the crypto space is DeFi Technologies. I've been talking about it for over a year now. My first video on it was back in July of 2024. You can see right here. And this is a stock that was at $1.55 per share. Currently, it's right around $2.30 per share. And it's up significantly from where we did our initial video, up over like 50%. On top of this, if you look at DeFi Technologies returns versus Bitcoin, it's up 4,900% in the last 5 years, when Bitcoin is up only 900%. So it's significantly outperformed Bitcoin over the last 5 years. And if we're looking at DeFi Technologies, there's a couple of things that really stand out, at least in my opinion. So DeFi Technologies is a stock that is bridging TradFi with innovative exposure to digital assets. It says institutional grade exposure to over 65 of the world's most innovative digital assets delivered through ETPs, known as exchange traded products, integrating trading infrastructure and strategic ventures. And this is publicly traded. It's listed on the NASDAQ. And the cool thing about DeFi Technologies is that a number of people have talked about it that are huge in the investing world. We see that Tom Lee, he shared this post over on X about it. And we've also seen that he shared a post from Eric Jackson, who is a hedge fund manager. And that's something that you really don't see for a lot of stocks in the crypto space, where hedge fund managers and a lot of big names are talking about like smaller crypto focused stocks. So seeing that Thomas Lee reposted this from Eric Jackson, you like to see that. On top of this, you can see this whole entire article where he breaks down why he thinks DeFi Technologies is the next Carvana. He called Carvana out when it was at $3 per share. It has done like 100x since then. And so some of the things I really like about DeFi Technologies. So this stock, like I said, symbol is DEFT. The thing that I like about it is that it has a few key products that make it's significant amount of money, and it's been growing tremendously over the last year. Just the other day, they came out with their Q2 2025 financial results. And in this, they talked about how they have grown dramatically. We can see that their revenue was $32.1 million for the 3 months ending in June 30th, 2025, compared to $25.3 million in Q2 of 2024. So revenue has increased like pretty significantly in the last year. But the more important thing is net income. The net income has increased dramatically. The adjusted net income was $17.4 million in Q2 of 2025, up from a loss of $6.1 million in Q2 of 2024. So they went from negative $6.1 million to positive $17.4 million. You can see all the numbers have really been increasing dramatically, and a lot of this has to do with like staking, which they talk a little bit about right here. They said that staking revenue has increased tremendously, and also you could see a few other things like lending income and management fees. But so one of the main products that they offer, and one of the main like ventures of their business, if you look at business line, is called Valor Asset Management. So Valor is something that is really interesting in my opinion, because Valor is one of their branches of their company that allows investors to get exposure to like crypto. And they do this by creating something called ETPs, which are regulated exchange traded products. And they have them for a number of different cryptos. They have 78 ETPs available with $900 million in total assets under management. They have products ranging from like all of the top cryptos. You can see they have Bitcoin ETPs, Ethereum ETPs. They have a ton of single asset ones that are like Internet Computer, Aave, Avalanche. They have Arbitrum, Binance, Chainlink, Cardano. The list goes on. And these are all products that they have publicly listed on a number of different stock exchanges around the world that allow institutions to invest directly into crypto. So the way they work is that one of these products, if you just click on, let's say, Avalanche, for example, this Valor Avalanche is available on publicly traded stock exchanges in the world. And then if a company wants to get exposure to Avalanche, rather than buying Avalanche directly on a crypto exchange, they can simply buy this Valor Avalanche ETP. Something that is really cool, and this is something that is like the crown jewel of their business, in my opinion. They have over $900 million in total assets under management, and this is like their main product that makes me excited about it, because institutions are not going to want to invest directly in crypto. They want to make sure that they don't have to worry about custody, they don't have to worry about making new accounts or worrying about holding their crypto. They want to just be able to invest in the stock market and be able to broaden their exposure, whether they want to invest in gold or crypto or stocks, and they are able to invest in a number of different specific cryptos with these ETPs that Valor has. In addition to this, they have a number of other cool products as well. One of these is that they also have like Solana. So Solana is one of the core things that has been standing out with DeFi technologies, because with DeFi technologies, they have been seeing a lot of growth with Solana. So DeFi technologies operates a proprietary MEV optimized Sol validator. They're staking a portion of its $274 million in Solana, and the company's been earning an average of 12% yield on the stake Solana. This is something that no other asset manager or public entity is doing. No one generates more revenue from Sol globally than DeFi technologies, and that's something that is making them like the leader in Solana monetization, and something that really stands out. I've talked about a number of stocks that invest in crypto, but no one is doing it like DeFi technologies, and that's why I have been talking about them for over a year now, since July of 2024. Other few things I want to talk about are going to be with regulators in the US that are going to be beneficial for DeFi technologies. So like I said, DeFi technologies is all about having these like, in my opinion, like the main thing is these ETPs. They're regulated. They allow institutions to invest in crypto. And one thing that really stands out is that the president of the US, Donald Trump, has named a crypto czar, David Sachs, whom I think is extremely smart about how they're going about crypto. And because they've been talking about crypto, Trump has appointed a crypto czar. This is only going to help DeFi technologies long term. So we've seen that DeFi technologies just reported their Q2 financial results. Everything has been looking good. The company has also bought back shares recently. They repurchased 675,900 shares for around $2 million in second quarter. They've been growing tremendously, just month over month. I think I read that they were up over 25%. They talked about that in their Q2 earnings report. And so this is something that is just very, very exciting to see. So you really don't want to miss out on it. And right here it says 23% month over month increase. But really, you don't want to miss out on this project. They not only have these ETPs, they also have like a research branch. They acquired a private research firm, Reflexivity Research, which is founded by Anthony Pompliano and Will Clemente. They are able to make money from that. They just have a lot of different arms of their business, from their asset management to their ventures, which is about investing in the future of crypto. They have their research branch. They have a lot of cool products and business lines. But the one that really stands out to me is these ETPs. It has $900 million, and that is the number one reason, in my opinion, why I think this company is going to continue to grow, and why I think their stock price is going to continue to outperform Bitcoin, because it is allowing institutions to get exposure to dozens of different cryptos without the institutions having to buy and hold their own crypto. They can just simply buy one of these ETPs and get direct exposure to any of these cryptos you see right here. So that's exactly what you want to see, and it makes it really seamless and easy for institutions to get involved, and that is going to help DeFi Technologies and be one of the top performing stocks for the remainder of 2025, especially in the crypto space. So let me know your thoughts on this stock, but thank you for DeFi Technologies for helping out with this video. I've been invested in them for a long time, and it's a project that I am really excited to talk about.